What's up, everybody? My name is AdVance, and this is AdVance Plays, also known as BMX22 on PSN. So we got Madden 20 here, and I normally don't play football games, but you know, with Corona and no sports, hey, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But I actually like it though. So I've had Madden 20 for about a month and a half now, and I'm just pretty much getting the hang of the game. Unfortunately, I still make rookie mistakes. I throw picks. I pull a Jameis. I know. But you know, ultimately, I have fun with the game. I love taking shots downfield and embarrassing the defense, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, this is technically my third season. I have already done my 2 years with Brady, and he has decided to retire. So we live in an alternate reality right now where Josh Rosen is our franchise quarterback, and the Browns have won the Super Bowl in back-to-back years. So they can do it on paper. But in any case, all right. So sadly, my recording got messed up. So even though this is episode 1, this is actually week 2. So I'm trying to so I'm gonna just wing it here. We're gonna go from week 2 onward, and hopefully I'll make the playoffs. And let's see if I can get this Super Bowl and I can send Brady his ring in the mail. All right, so let's get to it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's get you over to Raymond James Stadium for the home opener. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So I guess this would still be considered episode 1 because it's our home opener. But, you know, seeing as how I messed up last week, or the last game where I utterly destroyed the Saints. Look at my man O.J. Howard. Roll Tide.
The children will grow.
And we also live in an alternate reality where the Buccaneers defense is the top in the league. So on paper, it can be done. It can be done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
He's checking.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game.
As we kick off, you see another one of my alternate reality acquisitions, Brandon Ayuk. He now plays for the Bucs. Right now, speaking of alternate reality acquisitions, is my new franchise quarterback, Josh Rosen. Though Brady has retired, he's pretty much the same guy, just younger. We just got to develop him a little bit more, and he'll be right there. And then he can retire or get traded, and my rookie can take over. Or they can swap. I don't care. I would love to have 2 quarterbacks that can win games. Oh, hold up. Oh, I made 2 defenders run into each other. Rojo out the gate. Yeah, I knew he had it in him. All right, I can get behind what Bruce Arians said last year. We don't need a stud running back. We got one.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive.
Touchdown, Rojo.
75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is a straight line 75 yards too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, look now at our starting defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Geis with the carry on second down. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that should...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Gibson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9.
Almost got to him.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That pressure.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed
No
a
rookies
touch
are
more
shit.
air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second
third and
down,
9.
that'll leave him
Come
trying
on,
to
defense.
convert on 3rd and 9.
Get
From the
to him,
gun,
get to him.
Haskins on 3rd down.
Barrett.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, man. Always coming in clutch.
That sack by his name
Always
in the stat
clutch.
sheet.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them? Or
He just gets
film?
off the block. Get off me. Sack. Sack Barrett.
Keep everyone in and mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard
Take a
line.
better chance running that in.
Absolutely love the flexibility of
Running
these
that
punters.
out.
Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some
Rosen.
time.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Oh, man.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the
We're so lucky he got off that block so
5
fast.
yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got
Get some more
5
breathing
here.
room
They got
on
to
this
feel pretty
one.
good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought
Yep.
down, but not before they get it across
First
the
down.
20-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, man. I'm about to run out of time. Hike the ball. Well, hurry and get lined up first.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rosen on 1st and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, Haskins, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now it's Haskins. He'll check it down to Geis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Rookie coming through. Sack. Farm boy.
Sacked back at the 46. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
Here he come again.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Got that out of
And
there.
that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs,
Our rookies are all right.
all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Well, I'm sorry, I misspoke. He's not a rookie. He's a second-year player.
And they'll play keep away from the
Farmer
returner as this
is.
one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
And I always try to show off a little bit before halftime. Try to get one last drive in.
The ball backed way up, so thinking with this
One
amount of
last
time
score
on
in
the
at
clock,
least.
probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
And he's
Oh,
going to be
man.
brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds
It seems like
remaining
right
in the
when
second quarter.
the guy
Protection
opens up
certainly
or he
gonna
gets
need to be a
free,
bit better
like,
here on 2nd and 16.
before you know it, you're sacked. So, all right, let's see
Final
what's
play
going
of the
on.
half here. It's Rosen airing this one out for
Evans, one-handed.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an
reliable.
hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And
Okay,
that was
Brandon, thanks very
halftime.
much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Nick Chubb, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half is underway. This will be
All right, IU. Whoa, juke.
And an excellent return there. as
Finally
he's
got a
up to
chance
the
to show a little
35
something,
to Make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to
All right,
that
let's go
spot on the
offense.
field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And now it's Rosen looking. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he fires.
Oh, wrong read.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there.
Got too aggressive with that one. Was moving the ball too well.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. fielded at the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slack. One there. Check 49.
Rosen will throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rosen to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Again, it's Rosen. And he fires one incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Alert.
3rd and goal. Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now in Tampa. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over
4 receptions for 122 yards. That's very Deshaun Jackson-esque, which is crazy because that meant when Deshaun Jackson played for the Buccaneers that we basically had 2 Deshaun Jacksons. But for whatever reason, Jameis just didn't like throwing to him, despite when he did that it was successful.
Set to begin their next possession. Their defense
Wait,
has
why
done the
is there a
job.
lineman in
Now
my
it's the
backfield?
offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
I have to change that.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got Evans. 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 56 yards.
Yeah, big game by Mike Evans. Always coming in clutch. Always coming in clutch. Very reliable. But I bet they forgot I had Chris Godwin. Do this thing. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know if this is just the Redskins, but like I don't know. The game has definitely slowed down for me a lot since my first season. So.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, open man here, Sims complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4. Down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get this down to the 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a run with Geis, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
The previous play.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Touchdown, Washington. Will Lutz lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they are going to set up shop.
I got too greedy with the rookie. I was trying to get him some down so I can find out what his star development trait is. Well, if he has a star development trait. Right now it's hidden. So I figured why not get him some passing yards in the process. And my defense puts the nail in it, bailing me out of my stupid decisions yet again. And once again proving why they are the top in the league 2 years running, about to be 3. So that's it for this game. Thanks for stopping in. I have been AdVance, and I will continue to be. And I'll holler at y'all next week. 1.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.